Do you know somebody today that lives by the philosophy, the end justifies the means? Let's talk about that for just a minute in our morning cup of inspiration. Thanks for joining me today. Yeah, there's too many people out there that believe the end justifies the means, and they can go about a task any way they like as long as the end result is what they're trying to get. And can I tell you, that is not scriptural. That is not appropriate. In fact, it's just the opposite. The means is the important thing. The process, how you do something, the actions you take are the most important things. If you don't remember anything else I say this morning, remember this. Total obedience is far more important than the results. Total obedience to God is far more important than the results. The results will take care of themselves if you're obedient to what God tells you to do. I would think if we could sit down and talk with Moses this morning, he would echo that same thing. If you'll remember in the Old Testament, the children of Israel were whining and complaining about not having any water. So Moses went to God. God, what do I do? God said, go over to that rock, speak to it, and tell water to come out. Moses went over to the rock with Aaron, and instead of speaking to it and being totally obedient, he struck the rock twice with his stick. Got the same results. Water came out. But God told him to speak to the rock and water would come out. So he got the results. But his means, his method was not right. He wasn't obedient. And so what happens? God does not let Moses or Aaron enter the promised land. You go, why didn't Aaron get to enter the promised land? I don't know, but I'll tell you this, that total obedience is important in relationship, because if you're not, you can affect other people. If you're the head of your household and you're not totally obedient and you don't get the blessings of the Lord on your family, that affects your children. That affects your husband and wife. So it's so important to make obedience the priority in your life, knowing that everything else falls in line. So let's do that today. So much appreciate having you join us every morning for that morning cup of inspiration. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time.